Hi everybody, hope everyone is enjoying the weekend. Today we are talking about people who take their partners for granted. Today we are embracing the value of love in relationships. Wives taking their husbands for granted and husbands taking their wives for granted. I'm going to be fair and I will talk about both sides because we have to balance things here, both for female and male. We have these people, you can never make them happy. They are selfish, they are self-centered. Everything is about them, it's about their happiness. They never appreciate you. For a man, you find this woman, she never appreciates you, no matter what you do. There is nothing she sees good in anything you do. She never appreciates your goals, your aspiration in life. There is nothing you do that can please her. She's the number one person that talks down about you to her friends, to her relatives, to neighbors, to anybody. Any slightest chance she finds is to talk negative about you. She doesn't care whether you are working hard or not. Her demands are her demands, and she expects you to provide whatever it is that she has requested you for. It doesn't matter whether you are borrowing, you are stealing. All she wants is what she has asked you for and how she wants you to just provide it for her. And then also on the side of the gentleman, you find this woman nursing, struggling, supporting, cleaning up after you and all that, but you never appreciate her. You take her for granted. There is nothing she will do that you will appreciate. You dislike what she likes. You do not care about her interests. You decide for her. The decision, everything is centered around you because you are like a god in the house. And then I've also heard that there are women who work and bring a whole salary and gives it to the husband at the end of the day. The man is the one that withdraws the money from the account. Is it true, by the way, that you work and at the end of the month you just bring the whole salary and place it in front of your husband? Your husband never gives a damn about, sorry, I'm using a foul language, never cares about what it is that you want in life. Everything is about that man. This man has 100 wives, and then probably majority of the wives are not working, and the one who is working is the one that is paying school fees for the other woman that is that thing there, by the way? I've heard that people do that. So if you know of your experience, please comment down. So we are generally talking about these people who do very bad things to their partners, to the extent that the partners find happiness in outsiders. The partners have friends out there, both female and male. They have befriended other people outside of this relationship to find comfort, to find support, to find love, because they know, for instance, if the couples are married, in their homes they never get peace. The man will only come home to come and sleep. He just looks forward for morning to come quickly so that he can get out. He never finds peace in the house. We are talking about these people. It is possible that you are doing these things ignorantly and you do not know. You are so ungrateful. You would never appreciate even the little things that your husband is doing, your wife is doing. You are self-centered. You don't care about your partner's interests. You are the only one who is approving. You do not support their goals, their aspirations in life. You don't appreciate. You complained a lot. You lash out. You criticize at any slightest time that you find. You often look for the fault. You don't, even if your partner does anything that is good, you never look at the good side. You always look for whatever that is wrong in that thing that you want to talk about. There are people who are naturally, they are critics. They just feel good when they bring other people down. You do not compromise. You just fight at any slight mistake. But you never say sorry, by the way. Especially for men, they have this thing. As a man, I never say sorry. By the way, that thing is childish. And if you do not know, let me tell you today, as a man, you wrong somebody and then you turn around and make it look like the other person is the one that made you angry. You give this silent treatment. You are not the first one. Initiate reconciliation. That thing does not make you a man. It devalues you. Let me tell you that. It makes you small. Because strong men are those ones who can recognize, acknowledge that they have gone wrong, and they calm down and ask for pardon. If you cannot do that as a man, guess what? You are very small. So if you are one of these type of men who say, me, I'm a man, I do not apologize, just label yourself this that I'm going to say right now. You have devalued yourself. You are less than a man. You are actually a boy. Because men take responsibility. Accountability comes with masculinity. If you cannot do that, you have just devalued yourself and you are lesser. Emotionally distant. You see your wife like a maid or something like that. You do not care what she's doing. You don't appreciate her because you probably decide that she's nothing. After giving birth, she's nothing. You are the person I am talking about. So today, we are going to embrace the value of love in a relationship. Hi, my name is Ella Luka, and I am passionate about family and work-life balance. If you're here for the first time, you're most welcome. Please follow me on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share with your friends because it motivates me to create more content. You can never be 100% perfect to your partner as a human being because by nature we make mistakes. But when you ask your partner questions, then you will be able to understand how to love them better. We have 7 points that will help us embrace the value of love in a relationship. Okay? The first one is understanding appreciation. For you to be able to appreciate your partner in a way that they also expect you to, in a way that they would also appreciate you back, you need to know who they are. You need to understand how they feel. You need to care much in order to know how you can support them. If your partner is putting effort to ensure that they make you happy, then you need to appreciate the little things that they do. I know of friends who go to the extent of even bathing children, taking children to school, picking them up, yet the wives are at home. They are not even working, but their husbands are willing to give that support to them. You should recognize that they are trying to support you and you should appreciate. Okay? So understanding how to appreciate your partner is very vital. You need to learn to appreciate. You need to say thank you. You can say thank you by uttering the words. Just thank you. Baby, thank you. Thanks, babe, for helping me. Thanks for doing this kind of thing. And just do little things to show that you care about them. I don't know, a glass of juice, a plate of salad, something like that. Doing something, cooking a meal that you think they would appreciate, just to say thank you to you for what you have done today, just to say thank you to you for what you have done yesterday. Thank you for paying the school fees. The man feels appreciated. You see? So the first point is to understand how to appreciate your partner. You need to appreciate your partner. Communication skills. I think in almost all the videos that I've shared, I've talked about communication skills, and of late I've also talked about communication skills when I was talking about some of the things that almost destroyed my marriage. Men, naturally, they are not good communicators. But as a woman, you need to gauge, you need to understand what your husband, what your partner is trying to convey to you. There was a time I made a joke. I posted on Facebook saying that sometimes men do not say sorry, but they will do certain things to make you know that they are apologizing for whatever it is that happened to you. Sometimes don't push it. Just take it from there. Sometimes just compromise. Sometimes don't even respond to a fight. Yeah? That is another point. Communication skill. Know your partner enough so that you will be able to communicate, to pass information through to them. It is very, very important. And also, try to understand what your partner is communicating. There are ladies who never really say what it is that they feel or they want, and they expect their partners or their husbands or their boyfriends to just understand. It doesn't work like that. If you are not happy about certain things, communicate it. Hey, I just want to let you know that when you were doing this thing, I was not feeling like this. I was feeling like this. And I didn't like the way you were doing like this. I would have appreciated if you do this. Communication skill is very vital. I was listening to a podcast. One pastor is advising women. He said, force is not power. When you quarrel and yell and what, somebody might hear you shouting, but might not understand what it is that you are trying to communicate. As women, we are powerful. If you look through the Bible, it says that women are created as helpers. And as somebody who is led by the principles of the Bible, they say a woman can either fix or destroy her home. And women, by the way, we are very strong. We are very resilient. If you look at statistics, women outlive men, by the way. Why? Because God has built us to help. There is no way a helper can be weak. You are built as a pillar. You are built to stand as a defense for this person. But you also have to know your place. It's not all about showing force and things like that. There is this element of submission. Some people misunderstand submission, by the way. Submission is this woman who is very powerful, who can destroy that home, but she calms down. I was listening to a female pastor who was pastoring, and she used an illustration, an example of the lioness. I didn't even know that lionesses are the ones that catch the prey and then they bring it and place it for the lions to eat. That is powerful. Imagine they go out there, they hustle, they get food, and they bring it home. So as a woman, you are powerful. Your communication skills will either fix or destroy your home. So it is important as a woman that you learn your husband. You know how to communicate and watch your tone, the tone that you use when you're communicating your husband. As South Sudanese, I don't know, there is an element with us. I think maybe because we lived in a war-torn area we are naturally arrogant. We are very rude. And even when we talk to our husband, I see in the Hilla, in the surrounding, how women talk to their husbands. I see how people just talk to each other. And you just wonder, how do these people get intimate? Because to me, I feel like to be intimate, there should be a certain level of respect. When I see people having not respect for each other, yet they are giving back, I'm wondering, is it that it happens through rape or something like that? Because there is no way these people can be this violent, this rude, this arrogant to each other. And then at night, I don't understand. So as a woman, you need to learn to calm down. You need to be wise. You need to apply logic. You need to be careful how you talk to your husband. Watch out for your tone. The timing that you approach your husband matters. And also, you need to know what kind of fight you should engage in and what you should let go and just compromise. I was also listening to this pastor, and he said, sometimes it is important that you compromise. Sometimes somebody can be making noise and things like that. Just keep quiet. Let it go. And it doesn't harm to just say sorry. Even if you feel like that person is making you, just say sorry. I know women would like to complain a lot in most cases, but there are some men also who do that. If you see that your partner had a long day and had challenges somewhere else and they are just venting, let them vent. Give them a listening ear without even responding. Just say sorry. Just in order to let peace be. Yeah? So number 2, we talked about communication skills in order to show how much we appreciate the love that our partners do give us. The third one is to build empathy. That's another thing. I do not know about other communities, but in the community that I come from, one thing that we are lacking is empathy. By nature, South Sudanese have this, they sympathize. But I do not know why is it that we do not sympathize with our own. I have seen 2 male friends of mine who are really going through a lot. They are really going through a serious challenge. Why? Because their wives don't empathize. There is no empathy. Like, this man is the one working. This man is supplying, feeding their home, feeding the in-laws home, feeding his own side home, and the woman does not care and just place demand. At one point, you need to empathize. Sometimes just embrace your partner. Just give them a tight hug and just say, I appreciate and I am seeing what it is that you are struggling with. How may I be of help? How can I help you? I know of also one auntie of mine who is just impossible, just so impossible, very, very demanding. Like, they have no remorse whatsoever. Maybe it is the weather or the environment of my community, but we do not empathize with our partners. There are also these men who enslave their women. This woman works the whole day. They do not care. They do anyhow. They say what they want to say, and it doesn't bother them. They don't give a hoot. Pardon my foul language. They don't really care what is happening with their partners. They don't care, and you find this builds resentment in a partner. The moment a partner does not care about you, does not feel any remorse towards you, there is no way you can be happy with that person. There is no way you can acknowledge and and like them for who they are. Why? Because they do not care how you feel or what it is that is going on in your life. So it is important that we should empathize. Feel sorry for your partner. If you see them going through a lot, acknowledge, appreciate, ask how you can help them. It is very important that we do that. The fourth one we are talking about is setting healthy boundaries. There are these people who don't care. This is your husband, this is your wife. You carry your bedroom information and place it outside. The Bible says, never wash your linen in public. There is a saying that as you talk about your stories out there, some people will appreciate, some people will turn around and laugh at you. Why would you take your intimate issues out there? You can talk. There are certain things you can talk about with your girlfriends. We talk about it. I personally, we talk about our partners. We will talk and things like that. But there is a certain limit that we can talk about. There are certain things you never bring out in the open because those are your private things. Keep them locked indoors. Keep them inside there. In fact, let it not even reach sitting room, living room. Let it just remain between you, God, and your partner inside. You don't have to discuss it with any relative. You don't have to discuss it with your sisters, your brothers, not even your friends. You can consult with your friends so that you get support, with your family so that you can get help, but you do not have to, devalue your partner in front of others. You need to have a boundary. This thing of slight thing, slight mistake, slight problem, you are running home. 1 minute you are 2 months you are in your house, the other 3 months you are at your husband's house. That is confusing because you are creating space. And by the way, there is some information that people do not know. The number of women in the whole world is too much. Men don't even run after women these days. Some women just throw themselves at the men now. So if you create space, guess what? If you didn't know, men's emotion shift. It shifts with time. Women can love you and love you once and they love you forever. But men, they are not built like us. Whoever that is saying, oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, boss. Today you are very smart. Every day he will be looking forward to hearing that compliment from wherever it is that is coming. That person that is respecting them. For a man, love comes with respect. You get? So if you devalue your husband in front of other people, you carry your information from inside, you take it outside, guess what? You are belittling your man. And the moment that man finds out that you are belittling them, they will be looking for somebody who will be polishing their ego. And that person takes your place immediately with immediate effect. For what? You have been struggling with this man. You have suffered through certain things. Why is it that at this point you now want to hand them over, push them in the arms of another? And when he starts doing that, you are the same person who will turn around and say, your husband is a cheat. You are the one that is pushing. Likewise for a woman. Women, they love you once and they leave you once. You mistreat a woman. The moment she falls in love with somebody, she's out. A man does not just leave his home like that. A man will just go eat from that place, from the well, and come back home. They cannot even be, they will just be following that positive compliments that they are getting from the other person. And the moment they get that, they will come home. Women, they are not like that. Women take long to sign out of a relationship. But once they do, it will only take God to bring them back. To reverse their mind is going to be very difficult. It will take you very long to gain their trust again. So you need to set boundaries of the things that you can share, talk about out there in your relationship, who should be involved in your relationship and who should not. I always believe that if you are in a relationship, you are the first people to try and reconcile your differences. If it fails, then pick somebody that the both of you respect and the both of you trust to help you and keep that information contained, confidential. That is the person you should talk to. And I always refer people to the church because I want to believe that church has the superior authority to handle certain things, because church is operating under God and God is the founder of marriage. So church will be the next thing that you can approach in order to resolve your differences if you are not able to resolve it yourself. But avoid discussing your affairs, your thing, your husband, your wife outside there for the sake of laughing, for the sake of making jokes. Because guess what? You are not belittling only that man, you are belittling even yourself. You're not belittling your wife only, you're also belittling yourself. There are these women, these men also who talk ill about their partners. And the moment they start talking ill about their partners to an opposite sex, guess what? Now you are opening, you are giving green light for that woman to now get involved in your affairs. A man should not discuss their personal affairs with any stranger for the sake of just, venting. If you want to vent, go and vent, I don't know, in an open space, record a video. Do something to vent, but do not discuss your affairs with anybody. Set boundaries, and that is number 4. Number 5 is self-reflection. For you to be able to understand whether you are really meeting the needs of your partner, there are questions you have to ask. Ask your partner, what is it that I have been doing that you want me to stop? The second question would be, what is it that I have not been doing and you want me to start doing? The third one is, what am I doing that you want me to continue to do? Hear what your partner says. Sit down and reflect for your own self whether you have been meeting the needs of your partner, yes or no. If you have, well done for you. You will know. You will know if you are meeting your partner's need. You will always know, because they will be happy. They will appreciate you. They would want to do more for you. And if you are not, you will always get resentment. You will always find this person who is distant emotionally from you. You will always find this person who is uncomfortable to be around you. So take your own time, reflect, do a total reflection. As we are talking right now, do a total reflection on what it is and how you have been treating your partner, so that you can improve together and see how you can treat them better. It is very important for all of us to be supportive. Life is so hard. It is very challenging. It is very hot. There is no money. Economy is very bad. There is no food. We need each other to walk through these life challenges. When we are together, they will always withstand whatever challenges that come our way. So take your time. Even after you finish watching, if you happen to watch this video up to now, take time, reflect on yourself, how you have been treating your partner and how you can improve on it. You can even ask them, oh, I've realized that I've not been doing ABCD that you wanted. Why did you not tell me that you are not feeling comfortable? Next time, please, when you're uncomfortable with whatever it is that I do or I say, please let me know. Have that open, discussion, so that you can improve on yourselves and be better for your partner. The sixth one, and this one I really love. I love this one. Rekindling romance. Rekindle your romance. You know, when was the last time you bought underwear for your partner? That's not the only way, but it's the only thing that, came to my mind. When was the last time you bought a flower? Let us be honest. Yeah, Yamana. In my community where I'm coming from, when was the last time you received a flower? Be honest. If you're watching this video and you've reached up to this stage, say I. Just say I. You received a flower, or you were bought for underwears, or you bought for your partner underwear. Romance does not mean intimacy in the bedroom. It's not all about sex. It's not about, that's part of it. Being touchy, that's a different thing. But when was the last time you took your partner out on a date? It doesn't matter how long you stay in a relationship. Small things. When was the last time you just traveled out? Don't go to Dubai. Dubai is very expensive. You can even go to Uganda. By the way, those people who want to take their partners out on a low budget, reach me. I will show you how to do it. You will take a very adventurous. You will book a bus from here. You go to Uganda. I will give you contacts of one of the cheapest hotels and fancy one. You go there, have fun for 2 nights, 2 days, and just come back. In a year, do you spend time? When was the last time you did nothing but just spend time with your partner? Nothing. You just spend nothing. You are not doing anything. You're just, being together indoors with your partner. Just talk of good nothing. So it is important for us to rekindle. Romance can mean so many things to so many people. But what makes your partner happy? Try to do it. If it means cooking that special, I don't know, share, umnia, whatever, that mola kudrata big something that will make your partner happy. Do it for them. Cook for your husband. Take a day and say, honey, today don't go anywhere. I am cooking. I just want you to be in the house. Babes, today I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be around. So please, I want to eat A, B, C, D. Please make it for me. We have this thing like you are having a me time with your husband, and then you have these friends coming. No, that's not what I'm saying. Like you and your partner only. Forget about the children. Those children are going to be okay. You and your children just go out somewhere and sit down and just talk about nothing, not planning anything. You just talk. It has been long since I've been this close with you, and discuss and even count the wrinkles that are coming out on your and the white hair that is coming out on your husband, the beard. Just remember those good days, how you met, and laugh about it and things like that, so that you can revive the love that you have for each other. It is very, very important. So that was it. Now, these are all my opinion. I want you to also say it out. If you've heard of any person, lady, a gentleman who are taking their partners for granted, our South Sudanese, what can we do differently to improve our relationship? Because we are not doing very well. And because we are not doing very well, we are raising these brutal children. There are those of us who are doing very well. Well done. Keep doing those good things that you are doing for each other and for your partners. That is good. But for those of us who are not, if you have seen this video up to now, this is a wake-up call for you to start doing right by your partner, and also to avoid taking your partner for granted. And for ladies, if you find this man who is providing, who is taking care of children's school fees, reciprocate the love back. If you have watched this video, please reform, change, appreciate that man. Even you, the man, if you're not appreciating your woman, I cannot, I can never change you. I cannot force you to do what you do not want to do. But they say the word to a wise person is always enough. If you're a wise person and you know that you have not been doing right, then change yourself and start doing right. Some of us, by the way, we talk about this thing because we have passed through it and we know how it feels like, and we have reformed, and now we are showing the way for others. Thank you so much. If you have watched up to this time, I never take your time for granted. My name is Stella Luka. For those who have joined me for the first time, please follow me on Facebook. You'll find me on Instagram, and you'll find me on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and share, and that will motivate me to create such kind of content. Until then, bye.